It's time for another Tackle HD Fishing Report. We're into the second half of November, and Jack Uxa has the latest from Lake of the Ozarks as we head into Thanksgiving week.
Hello everybody, this is Jack Uxa with your Lake of the Ozarks Fishing Report. Day one of the Missouri Invitational was today. Did okay. We had about 13 something pounds. Pretty much put us in the middle of the pack. There's a lot of hammers with this group of anglers. I mean, a lot of guys on the FLW tour, a lot of the guys that are just excellent fishermen. And Lake's been fishing pretty tough for a while now, and it started getting a little bit better. But within the last several days, we've had a big cold front, and it kind of took a little while for it to take effect. But of course, this morning it really kind of changed the fishing up quite a bit. The last few days, I've been catching them on primarily the top waters. Berkeley Choppos. Everybody loves throwing a Choppo. It's very similar to a Whopper Plopper. That's a fun bait to throw. I mean, it's kind of like a buzz bait. I have been throwing some buzz baits too. Tackle HD makes a phenomenal buzz bait. James Watson's signature bait. This is a great bait to throw behind the docks. I've been catching some of my fish behind the docks. I've been catching some of my fish just on open rocky banks, particularly your bigger rock with a little bit of wind on it, and that was really good for several days there. I think the cold front came in on last Friday, and so it's been getting colder and colder and colder. In fact, it was snowing today for quite a while, and it had basically just kind of. I thought the bass were going to continue to bite even through today up shallow, and of course they didn't. They always want to change it up. We ended up catching our fish on a lot of crankbaits, and it's just they want to chase. They don't want a jig right now. We did catch like one of our keepers on a jig, but they're not really in the mood for a jig. They just kind of nibble at a jig a lot right now. And we were throwing a pretty small finesse jig, and so they don't want that. They really want something that they could chase, but they don't really want a spinner bait, and they don't want anything up top, and that's perfect for these crankhead crankbaits. We've been using a variety of crawfish colors. This one is going to be has been my best. This is a good one. Historically, this has probably been my favorite. This is a red one. This is probably my third favorite, spring craw. And then Fire Tiger, I'm going to have at least a round. I might not have this one tied on right now. The water clarity is still pretty clear. It's gotten a little dirtier here and there because we've had some big wind, but it's still not what I would call dirty. These baits are really what the fish want for the moment. Next week it's going to warm up a little bit. And that might bring back the topwater bite. The water temperature is in the mid 50s now, so it's cooled down quite a bit. Of course, we've had several days in the mid 30s, so it's obviously going to drop the water temperature. There are some parts of the lake, if you go up the rivers, where we're talking mid to low 40s. I saw 42.8 the other day when I was out scouting around for this tournament, and so there's some really cold water out there. Not to say you can't catch fish over there, because I caught some fish up there too. But it's been a drastic change for us. So we were wanting it to cool down. Well, it went from like upper 70s last week to low 30s. And the way this particular tournament works out is we've got one day of fishing. Then we're supposed to have a day of golf, which is tomorrow, and then the final day is another day of fishing. So I don't know if we're actually going to get the golf in. If we don't, that's fine with me. But it's been chilly on the water. As you can see, I've got a lot of layers on right now still, and we're just doing what we can to make it through it. It's not like it's terribly cold out there. Sometimes we fish in colder weather. It's just a big change. So that's about it for my report. Hope to do well here on the next 2 days, and it's a big money tournament. It's about $30,000 on the line. So wish me luck, and everybody have good luck out there yourselves. And next week has got some really nice weather. We're talking upper 40s and 50s coming in. So good luck, everybody.